3, 2, 1, go.
Keep taking this seriously, even if they
Can I get a gun?
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna get the orbit A again. I'll have my ult.
Y'all notice? It's real quiet in here. Quiet, like a library out here.
Oh gosh.
Should we do it? Should we go? I think Kuzi gassed himself out.
Sometimes it happens, you know?
Outside garage.
That garage, yeah.
Ewan, will you have to cover my body if I use it up here? Oh, nice start.
Embarrassing. Drone.
Nice kill.
The door.
Need help?
Nah, I'm good.
That was really good. Close.
Alright.
Up sewer.
Sova in mid.
Could I help?
Is that
I'm gonna
Heather?
lean A here.
That's
You
his
think they're
wife.
coming?
Blocking sight.
No.
Pick up B, pick up B. Res,
That's
it's fine, it's fine.
long A.
Sewer, right?
Pick up B.
I can help you get out.
Hey,
I'm out.
Scared the
One mid?
One still in grass. I'm just ulting your front of B.
Big frag,
I'm gonna
dude.
drone outside of Alon just to check.
Welcome
What?
to my
Let's see,
world.
let's see, let's see. I've got dags we can retake together.
oh, get me out of here!
Okay, okay.
The other one.
I'm gonna go this way with
That's it?
dags.
Alright.
Let me go first with my
Solve
dart.
How did he gain health back? You see that? He got health
they are.
lost.
Fucking the corners.
See why?
Oh.
Close left.
Impact.
Alright, let's do this. One in the smoke cloud.
One enemy left.
Alright,
One
let's
in
go. All
the
together,
cloud.
all together. Let's go.
He was right here.
Player standing.
Oh, not like
He's about to die. One health?
You're actually What? The raid boss.
Oh my, no, not like that!
Not like this!
Okay, okay. Get that bolt. Thank you.
Alright. Listen. I
think it looks like shit.
Okay. It looks so clunky and badly, like, the movement felt really sluggish from looking at it. I hope to God. And then
Dude,
what
that
happens?
looks terrible,
He
dude.
gets decay to 1 HP.
Yeah, why
and
was
the
his
little
health
smoke-
regenning?
I know, why did he regen health when he got out of it? One. Then does it only get you down to 1 health and then you can stay alive? So if someone has like 5 HP, just throw him in there and he just chill with 1 HP inside.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest, that looked pretty fucking
This
bad.
was the worst thing they could have done to preview it. They should have kept it all
I
under
mean,
wraps.
CSGO was pretty fucking terrible.
No, but look at it. But this is 2020, dude. CS:GO, like the technology wasn't there. But look,
Like technology.
like they show us
technology.
them like taught their comms. Like what was that?
Can I get a gun?
I mean, there was some good stuff. I like that there was a
It's interesting.
drone. The drone thing just kind
I
of
don't-
new. The wall
I don't
hack
like that
thing.
shit where you can see through walls. Like
The
what
wall
fuck
hack.
is
Yeah,
that?
I'm going back to that. Like that's a little weird. He's like perfect. He did that was really good. Look like this.
Ewan, will you have to cover my body if I use it up here? Oh. Nice start.
Drone.
Nice kill. The door. Need help?
Nah, I'm good.
That was really good.
Uh,
Close.
like why does the graphics alone just look like shit? That orange and green wave. Like what is that?
Yeah, it does look kind of out of. It looks like the it's out of place. Like these the big green thing. Why couldn't it be like an actual smoke or something? Right? Like why does it have to be?
Is that a? Oh, that's a smoke.
The tornado's a smoke. The
That's
other one
supposed
is
to be
like
a
a molly, maybe. I assume the green one's like a molly. Well, no, because I've seen it as a wall too. So I don't
No,
know.
it's like a wall. You can't see through it.
Yeah, but what about the tornado? What's the tornado?
It's probably just a. It's
See,
probably
look now. This guy is losing health in here.
Oh, get me out of here.
And then his health goes all the way back up. Why?
Let me go
To what
first
it was
with my
before he entered it.
What?
There they are.
Smoke in the corners.
See why?
Close left.
Alright, let's do this. One in the smoke cloud.
He said smoke cloud. He called it.
All together.
How can you tell who's on your team? All the characters look the same, no? There's
No,
no
they're
like
blue.
indicator of like who's your teammate.
They're blue.
Are they?
The ones are red.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, how do you know who's on your team or not?
Will you have to cover my?
Also, can you see your
That's
teammates
like
through the wall always?
Sometimes it happens.
Wait, is that what they had it at? Oh yeah, you can,
I
huh?
don't know if that's like someone's.
You can
ability
kind of
or
do that
like-
in CS:GO though, with the thing on top
I
of
mean,
their
yeah,
heads.
but
Capture orb?
Sometimes it happens.
Like, what is that?
See, like, hold F to capture orb. When Volcano did that, he was out in the open for like 3 seconds straight. Like, how does it set up? Like, how do you know that's where it's gonna set up? Like, you know what I mean? It looks kind of weird. Like, look, he just stood out in the open and hit F. But like, how does it know to be like exactly against that wall? Is that the only way it could go? Because look, he just did it.
what do you mean?
That's
He's
like-
capturing something on the floor.
No. Hold the capture orb at 37 seconds. If you watch him, 39 seconds. How does he? What if he wanted the wall like angled the other way or something? How does that work?
He didn't put the wall.
Are you sure?
He's capturing the orb.
Wait, what orb? What are you talking? I thought that was.
There's an orb in the bottom left that he's capping.
Oh.
Okay, what does that do?
Oh, okay. So he didn't.
I
Put
think
up the
it
wall.
opens up different parts of the map. Like you're
Like
not allowed
capture
to
the
go in
flag?
until you get it.
Or
Yeah,
capture
like,
the
you're not
flag?
allowed to go into.
Yeah. So who did the? You think they did the smoke then? On the other side?
Or his teammate.
That was really good. Close.
Alright.
I don't like that wall hack shit.
I'm gonna lean A here. You think they're coming?
Blocking sight.
No.
Pick up B, pick up B.
This. I want to know what this tornado does.
Pick up B.
Like, go.
The wall hack shit's
Oh.
pretty cool. It's like
These
a.
guys say capturing the orbs gives you the OP abilities.
So
Your ults,
that
I
little
guess.
arrow is the thing that does the impulse to see where they are through the wall. But are these things already on the
Oh,
floor
like
before?
Onza?
Outside of A-Line,
Yeah.
just to check.
Yeah, it's probably in between like ETs and CTs or something.
See, like this orange, like I feel like that's where they kind of fucked up. Like this orange decay, and the op movement doesn't look like it's like you can.
Let me go first with my dart.
It feels
this
like it
guy's
shoots so
crypto.
slow.
That guy's crypto with the fucking.
Yeah, with
Drone.
the drone, I know. But does the op look how the op shoots, Kerry? It looks like it shoots really slow.
They out of AR.
Smoking in the corners.
See one of them?
Close left.
Alright, let's
I don't know yet, man.
do one in the smoke cloud.
Alright, let's go. All together, all
I
together.
like a Hanzo arrow that you can see people.
With my dart.
Like a Hanzo arrow that lets you
What a fucking
impulse.
rip.
But look at when he opts. When he opts inside, look how long it takes to shoot a second shot. I hate that. Look.
Oh!
Like you're not gonna be able to multi-kill with an op. It's kind of a useless weapon then.
I'm gonna go this way with Dax.
Let me go first with my dart.
Yo, I swear to God, like I want to like this game so badly, but right now, them releasing this makes it look like a worse Overwatch to me. Do you think they're doing it like this so that it's Actually, never mind. No, because that's Blizzard. That's not right. This is. I'm not happy off the bat. I'll be honest with you guys. Hold on. Right into the you know where and the you know how.
3 bomb sites, too.
3 bomb sites. That was yeah. A, B, and C. What the fuck? Maybe it's capture the flags, or maybe it's not bomb sites, John. It's like you hold the areas. Yeah, A, B, and C. That's weird.
Like a library out here.
Oh, gosh.
Actually, he's one. No. Maybe B is like they're just the names of them. B lobby, A lobby, C lobby, maybe. Because he's
What is
in
that?
B. He's on top of B right now, and I don't see. Well, maybe he's just holding on top of the bomb site. Yeah.
I think
So,
Koozie
like,
gas
you can
himself
get
up.
into spots before the
Sometimes it
timer,
happens, you know?
and then it opens up, like, the area.
So.
It's like the CTs can get set up already. That's
Oh, so it's like what's it called? Like Overwatch.
yeah.
That's weird.
That's that garage. That garage, yeah.
It says run it back. Press X. Alt is ready.
Use it up here. Oh. Nice start.
Drone. Nice kill. The door. Need help? Nah, I'm good.
That was really good. Close.
Alright.
Up sewer.
Sova in mid. Could help? No. I'm gonna lean A here. You think they're coming?
Blocking sight.
No.
Pick up B, pick up B.
That's
Where does it show you who you're watching?
It doesn't.
I can help you get out.
Alright.
I'm out.
One mid. One still in grass. I'm just ulting your front of B.
Big.
I'm gonna drone outside of Elon just to check.
Welcome
What?
to my world.
Let's see. I've got dad.
What do they have randomly thing like "Welcome to my world"? Like what is that? Some random voice? I'm not gonna lie. The movement. Maybe they're playing it on super high settings.
They feel to play and which one felt really strong during the playtest.
Oh wait,
In this
everyone's
video,
allowed to
we will
show
take
their
a
shit
deep
now.
dive into all
Everyone's allowed to
heroes
show their
that
thing
Valorant
now
will
because
have
I'm watching another
released.
video now.
If you like the video, we would really appreciate a like and a since you will.
You know how like a bunch of people signed NDAs? I think today was the release day, so all of them have videos
Let's
already.
dive in, shall we? First off, it might be important to explain that Valorant is a shooter
Oh,
which
look
has
at it.
heroes in the game that can buy abilities at the start of a round, similar to buying weapons in CSGO. Next to the fact that heroes can buy additional spells, they all have a passive ability which you don't have to buy and has a cooldown. Your ultimate is also not available for purchase, since you will earn your ultimate by making kills in the game. The other two skills are
What?
available for
Can you
purchase
make me
in the
that
same
basic
store that
game?
offers
Because I
guns.
can
Some
submit
skills
it.
don't differentiate between friend or foe, so beware when you throw out that incendiary grenade as Brimstone or
Yeah,
Viper
we got 'em already.
Snakebite, since they will harm your teammates as well. So, without further ado, here are all the details on every hero in Valorant. The first character we want to take a look at is Brimstone from the USA. He takes advantage of skills that offer utility while he is somewhere safe on the map. You could consider Brimstone the best commander on the field. His passive is Sky Smoke. This ability creates a smoke screen that obscures vision. You are able to put 3 of these smoky orbs on the ground at the same time. Just pull up the map, choose the locations and the smoke will appear. The 2 skills that you can buy are Incendiary and Stim Beacon. Incendiary is a grenade that creates a field of fire, which will damage both allies and enemies. Stim Beacon is a buff which should be used on your own team, but your enemies will get the rapid fire buff, if they're close enough, as well. Placing the Stim Beacon at the right place will take some skill and tactical insight if you don't want to buff your enemies. Brimstone's ult is called Orbital Strike and does exactly what you expect it does.
Oh.
It launches an orbital strike which will damage an area for a
There's
fixed amount
There's a strike, like what's his name, Bangalore and Gibraltar, like an orbital strike. It just strikes from the top.
of time. This is a great tool to lure out enemies of hiding or to attack a bomb site if you want to plant. If I have to compare his ultimate with any other game, I would compare it to Gibraltar's ultimate from Apex Legends. Phoenix is our classic British chap, but don't let his charm deceive you. With his fire skills he will lay ash to any competition. His skill set resembles a mage the most, with his fire dominating the map. He will be a fan favorite for sure. His passive is Curveball, which blinds enemies when you hit them with it. You can throw this ball around corners, so this is a perfect tool for initiation
You can
and
throw it
extremely
around
strong to
corners?
use. When you hear someone
hell?
walking as Phoenix, be sure to throw out your passive. The 2 skills you can buy are Hot Hands and Blaze. Hot Hands is a fireball that will explode on impact or after a short delay. The area that is on fire will heal Phoenix and damage any enemy in it. This is really nice for Phoenix since your health won't automatically regain while out of combat. You can use Hot Hands to either heal yourself or damage an enemy or even both. Blaze is better described as a wall of fire. It will block vision and damages everything that passes through the wall. You are even able to bend the wall when you cast his skill. His ultimate might seem familiar to Apex Legends players that have played Revenant in the new season. Run It Back, as it is called, marks the location Phoenix is at that moment, and as long as the ability is active, Phoenix will be teleported back to that spot if he gets killed. This is perfect to either scout an area or
Dude,
get the upper hand on an...
It's a little weird, right? A lot of these ults are exactly like Apex. Do you think either Apex got a leak of what it was going to be and released these motherfuckers? Because the Revenant guy is exactly like this Phoenix guy, and they just released Revenant.
I don't know.
upcoming fight by diving headfirst into an enemy.
I don't know, dude.
Sova is a Russian scout and the hero we played most during the preview event, since he felt awesome and really strong to play. His passive is Recon Bolt, which is an arrow that deploys a sonar that reveals enemies as pings in that area, just like Hanzo can do in Overwatch basically. Since this is his passive and can be used freely, we use this to create an advantage early in the game by showing where enemies were going at the start of a round and later on to scout the area that we wanted to plant the bomb. You are even able to bounce the arrow or shoot it over ledges to gain an advantage. The two skills Sova can buy are Owl Drone and Shock Bolt. Shock Bolt is almost the same as Recon Bolt, but instead of revealing enemies, it will damage them. The Owl Drone will fly through the map and reveal enemies by hitting them with darts. Because of this, Sova feels more like a support hero that will be specialized in creating vision and intel for your team. We found this really strong in our playtest. Hunter's Fury is Sova's ultimate and will fire 3 spears, which look more like a huge laser
limited shit. He doesn't have all the footage.
Beam across the entire map. These spears will deal damage and reveal enemies on hit, much like, again, Hanzo from Overwatch with his dragon. It should be clear that Sova has a lot of utility in terms of providing vision, and we think he should be in every team. Vision is everything in a game like Valorant. Sova is the vision tool for your team, while the Moroccan character Cypher will offer complete surveillance of the entire map. His passive is a spy cam which will place a remote camera, which you might have seen in Rainbow Six Siege for example. You will be able to look through the camera and fire tracking darts out of it. Since this has such a short cooldown, Cypher can just wait at the back of the map and scout for his team. Trapwire and Cyber Cage are his abilities, which you can buy and both function as traps. Tripwire is placed between 2 walls and triggers when enemies walk through it. This will reveal their location and they will be trapped for a short amount of time. Cyber Cage is a trap that Cypher can activate from a distance. It is even possible to throw out more of these traps and activate them all at the same time. This trap will create cages which will slow enemies if they walk through them. Cypher's ultimate is Neural Theft. When you kill an enemy, you get the option to extract information out of the corpse. This will reveal the location of all enemies which are still alive. This will only be there for a short time, but with this kind of information, you and your team should be able to pick them all off, or at least make a strategic rotation. Jett is from Korea.
You kill one of them with Cypher, and you literally can know where all of them are for a second. This would, in a clutch situation, this is fucking OP as hell.
And is very strong in one-on-one combat. She will undoubtedly be compared to the League of Legends character Akali.
Is there no recoil?
Is Tailwind,
Was there
which
no
gives
recoil
her a
that guy
boost
when
in
he
the
was
direction you're moving. Her 2 purchasable abilities are Cloudburst and Updraft, with which you will quickly learn that Jett is an assassin to behold. Updraft will propel you upwards and make it possible to move over walls placed by other heroes, like you could already see in the reveal trailer from a couple months back. Cloudburst will create a cloud of fog that obscures vision, making Jett a deadly assassin. She is extremely quick, can move vertically and obscure vision from her enemies. We predict that she will be a popular character when the game launches. Bladestorm is her ultimate ability, which gives her deadly throwing knives that will kill with a headshot. This was one of the abilities that you already saw in one of the videos as well, and is extremely cool to use. Normal hits will deal damage, but if you manage to kill anyone with Bladestorm, all daggers will be restored and you are able to keep going for more enemies. Imagine the place when pro players will land headshot after headshot with her ultimate ability. Sage will be your main source for healing, since this Chinese hero is the only one that will be able to heal other players. If supporting your team is your cup of tea,
the Chinese hero, the only one to be able to heal you. Only
Sage
one.
is your way to go. Her passive is
So it's a
Healing
little
Orb,
ironic
which will heal
considering the
allies
timing.
or herself in a few seconds. Barrier Orb and Slow Orb are utility tools to change the map to your advantage.
Hold on,
Barrier Orb will create a and Slow Orb are
What is
utility
that
tools
right
to
there?
change
So you can set it how you want. Alright, so that's cool. You could actually set it
the
how you
map
want.
to your advantage.
Healers?
Barrier Orb will create a solid wall which needs to be shot
Come
to
the
pieces
fuck
to
on,
disappear,
man.
as you can see in the clip. This is perfect to shut off an entrance or keep out the enemy when you are defending your planted bomb, for example, or using your ultimate ability. Slow Orb is very annoying for anyone that is in there. This orb will cause a slowing field and even makes a noise if people walking through it, revealing their position. Sage's ultimate might be the strongest in all of Valorant. This ability will literally revive a teammate with full HP and their weapon in hand. We think this ability
Wait.
will define fight.
You get to revive them with they get their full weapon and full health back.
Yeah, it sounds like a great game. Great
And might
competitive
even
game.
decide the most important matches. Omen is the most secretive hero available in Valorant. The origins of Omen are unknown, but he has some pretty crazy abilities. His passive is Dark Cover, which casts a stealthed ethereal orb that will obscure a small area. Paranoia and Shadow Walk are available to Omen through the store. Shadow Walk makes it possible for Omen to dematerialize and teleport a short distance. Paranoia will send out a shadow in a straight line. This might not look like it will do much, but this ability will cause nearsightedness for enemies it hits, and during our preview session it also revealed the enemy heroes on the minimap. Omen's abilities seem pretty normal so far, but then there is his ultimate from the shadows. This ultimate makes it possible for Omen to teleport anywhere he wants on the map. That's right, anywhere on the map. You will show up as a shade with your current weapons that will teleport back if it gets killed. So, if you manage to teleport, you will be bodiless for a short time. Viper, just like Brimstone, originates out of the USA. This hero will use poison to her advantage and uses her abilities to create small advantages regarding positional play. Her passive is Toxic Screen. This is a wall of gas that costs fuel to use. This wall will activate when you throw it across the floor, which you can see in the images on your screen. Her two other abilities are Snakebite and Poison Cloud. Snakebite will fire a projectile that explodes and creates a pool of acid. Do not touch this pool if you want to keep your HP. The gas does a lot of damage. Poison Cloud is a gas grenade that will emit poisonous smoke and will be usable as long as you have the fuel for it. It is even possible to pick up the grenade and throw it again at a different location. With this ability, we found it useful to block off entrances at certain. If supporting your to change the map would and might use a stealthed heroes on anywhere on the map. So in a short time,
I don't like the guy that could...
with the image file that
here we
explodes B. The gas does a lot of damage. Will be usable as long as you have the fuel for it. It is even possible to pick up the grenade and throw it again at a different location. With this ability, we found it useful to block off entrances at certain points of the map. Viper Spit is her ultimate, which creates a huge cloud of poison in which players will take damage over time. Viper herself is immune to this damage, so this is a perfect ability to throw at a bomb site to either attack it and place the bomb, or to failure for players that have tried caustic in Apex.
No, this isn't gonna dethrone CS. This is completely different. This is gonna maybe compete with Overwatch, and it's probably gonna be better than Overwatch. I'm gonna be honest. Overwatch is getting really shitty, so this might beat Overwatch, but that's about it. Maybe that's what they're going for.